Let's talk here a little bit. You've been quite public about this, but let's go back to the beginning for those who've not had a chance to hear any of the conversations. What made you decide that this is the time you need to make a change in your career?
I just felt after taking some time from the season, using that little time to, decompress, have some, time to talk to my family, console with them, work through some feelings and emotions, and also speaking with, management at the Browns. I just felt like, at this current time, I don't feel like, um, our future is aligned with winning right now, and that's what I'm looking forward to do at this state of my career. Have a lot of love for Northeast Ohio and community that brought me into the league, but want to get to contending and winning playoff games and having a chance to be in games like today.
This is the Eli Speaks Sportscast, giving you the latest updates on news regarding the sports world and culture, and getting straight to the point. It's raw, honest, and no BS.
After nearly 8 seasons with the Cleveland Browns, on February 3rd, NFL All-Pro star pass rusher Myles Garrett has currently asked to be traded. Not just anywhere, but for a contender. Citing his frustrations with the Cleveland Browns as they sunk to the bottom this past season, finishing 3-14 and missing the playoffs after qualifying for the playoffs last year. The talk about the Myles Garrett trade has been one of the most intriguing discussions so far this offseason amongst the NFL media, as many would say or would have thought that Myles Garrett would stay forever as a Cleveland Brown. But being the NFL as a results-driven business, as the Cleveland Browns have been on a twisted spiral since restoring football operations in 1999 as an expansion team, and well known for inconsistencies for winning seasons no matter who the head coach is, I understand why Garrett decided he wanted to be traded. Garrett has played for the team since 2017, and he has Hall of Fame-like numbers, and he's only 29 years of age. He has 352 tackles, 1 and 2.5 sacks, 20 forced fumbles, 6 fumble recoveries, 17 pass deflections, and 1 defensive touchdown. He's a 6-time All-Pro. He won the 2023 NFL Defensive Player of the Year award, and he's a 6-time Pro Bowler. For me personally, I think Myles Garrett asking for a trade elsewhere will bring a breath of fresh air within him, as he understands that he is tired of losing and wants to win now, and not be considered an afterthought like what most players would be if staying on the losing team for long. Sometimes that loyalty could automatically kill you. It could kill your reputation, and it could kill your career for staying loyal to a team that is not consistent at winning. Part of the reason why Myles Garrett is asking for a trade is the fact that the Browns made a terrible decision at giving disgraced quarterback Deshaun Watson a 5-year, $230 million contract that he technically does not deserve, and he's considered injury prone, and he's also considered a locker room cancer in the Browns organization. This is one of the reasons why Garrett wants to leave. At this moment, there have been 5 NFL teams jumping ship for pass rush help in the likes of the Green Bay Packers, the Detroit Lions, the Chicago Bears, all of which are NFC North teams, the Washington Commanders, and the Buffalo Bills, which all, exception of the Chicago Bears, have been in the playoffs this past season, and there are possibly many other teams looking at Garrett as well, as we all just have to wait and see what Garrett's decision would be. Also, teams also need to keep in mind that if Garrett is being traded to their NFL team respectively, 9 times out of 10, just like many players that have a great skill set, will be asking for more money along with the signing bonus. And I'm afraid that some teams won't even have the chance to sign Garrett because of the cap space, as active players on their respective rosters need to be paid. Some teams like the New England Patriots have no chance on getting Garrett as they have the lowest cap space of all 32 NFL teams. If this was to happen, here's what NFL teams can get for Myles Garrett: 2 first-round picks in the draft, at least 1 second or third-round pick, and a potential day 3 draft pick. That's pretty much it for this trade right here. I mean, it's all set in stone. We just have to wait and see if Myles Garrett is going to go in for the trade, or we don't know. We don't know what his decision will be. To make long story short, I'll just say this. Wherever Myles Garrett goes contender-wise, I hope he will be satisfied and be happy with the team he gets traded to respectively, as the Cleveland Browns will continue to be on that twisted spiral as long as that bad contract with Deshaun Watson still lingers, as that was the straw that broke the camel's back. The Browns are still a mess, even when they have a great coach in Kevin Stefanski. But he's on the chopping block going to the next NFL season. Well, all of the hard work Myles Garrett has put in for Cleveland, he doesn't need to be around inconsistency. He needs to be around a team that has a winning culture and great strategical coaching. For the past 8 seasons with the Cleveland Browns, Myles Garrett was the only great thing that was going for them. Everything else was pretty much into a burning fire. Their offense was inconsistent. Much of their defense, with the exception of Myles Garrett, they have been inconsistent. Their front office is somewhat resistant to change. And technically, the fans definitely deserve better. I typically don't understand how the Cleveland Browns could restore football operations in 1999 and they can't even win not one thing. Throughout this entire time span for 26 years, they only had 4 winning seasons. 2002, 2007, 2020, and 2023. And the Browns haven't won the AFC North Division since 1989, which was literally almost 36 years ago. So yeah, I see why players like Myles Garrett, who's been in a trashy organization for 8 seasons, wants to go elsewhere and be a great player and retire as a Super Bowl champion. That's what every NFL player wants to accomplish, and that's to be a Super Bowl champion. I'm going to honestly say this. I wouldn't be surprised if Myles Garrett signed with either the Philadelphia Eagles or the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, what is there else to do? I wouldn't be surprised if Myles Garrett would go to a team like the San Francisco 49ers, or maybe a team like the New England Patriots that definitely need pass rush help, but like I said, the Patriots are out of luck signing him. Or maybe a team like the Seattle Seahawks, maybe the Dallas Cowboys, as he's going to return home to Texas. Maybe the New Orleans Saints. We just don't know yet. But Myles Garrett definitely deserves better. And he has the right to retire when his time is up as a champion and not an afterthought. And staying in Cleveland, he's going to be considered an afterthought because Cleveland is known for not having consistency at winning. Hell, he might sign with the Pittsburgh Steelers. We just never know what his decision would be. I'm basically just going off the top of my head right now what type of teams that Myles Garrett could go to. But what do I know? Thank you for tuning in to this edition of the Eli Speaks Sportscast. And as always, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and let me know what you guys think about the Myles Garrett trade. Do you think Myles Garrett will stay forever as a Cleveland Brown? Or, if he does go with the trade, what team do you think that would take Myles Garrett in? There's many options to choose from. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you on the next one.